Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo, and today we're going to be covering Conan Exiles after a good amount of time because I've been playing Fallout 76, and I just wanted to recap one of my fun games that I actually like to have. So I'm going to get into it. After a recurring surgence of actually having mod support, finally, after how many times that they've delayed it, they actually are now having a surging population back to what it was prior to like a few other things. They're not like at the level that they once were, but there's a lot more people that are doing mod support games and mod support servers because that's kind of what people were actually looking for in Conan Exiles, especially in RP communities as well. So a good amount of stuff has been done, especially for Pippi. So Pippi has only just grown after this kind of update, and it's only just been something that has really been very beneficial, especially for the Pippi team, and they've had a lot of support, a lot of things that have been actually nice. Now with that saying, that the concurrent population is now around like 10,000 peak, I would say around an average of like 8,000, so it's more than what it was once before, but it's still nonetheless still buggy. So after they had this Trillo thing for actually like having mod support, they were saying that they were fixing things, repairing things, making sure things are nice. The last update for everything else was for Test Live. And Test Live has been out there for almost like since the 21st of December or something like that. And 21st, 22nd of December. And it's still not getting onto live. And this is a pretty big patch note, which is like major overall balancing, role-playing updates, building optimizations, purge fixes, picking up crafting stations, and there's just so much that they could have. They said exploit fixes and new additions. I don't know. There's just so much that they have on Test Live that they still have not added onto the regular game. Kind of what they've been normally doing over a few updates. So I'm not really expecting much when it comes to that. And that last Test Live update was before holidays. So there's just been a resurgence to everything. And it's not mainly from the devs' point. The devs mainly have a product that had the potential, still has potential, but they are not concurrently fixing the things in a timely manner, so people are just going to the modded servers and having fun with it. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with modded servers. It's actually having a better niche community, better community together, kind of what Fallout 76 and other RPS games have been looking for, especially in those types of regards. But here's the kicker with this as well. This is Conan Exiles, and there's always been issues. There's been undermesh issues. They said they fixed undermesh issues. They said they fixed a lot of things. But on top of it, because of, like I said on my prior Conan Exiles video, that they were releasing later on a single-player Conan Exiles game, and they had a game in the works from the publisher standpoint of view, releasing it. And again, it's something that really would need to be looked for to having the longevity of these types of fixes. Now, Joel and others have said in the past, and are still staying to it, that they are still trying to support updating this game concurrently to a certain amount of degree. So the audience that is still on Conan Exiles, right now, to you guys that are 8,000, 10,000 strong, like, there's nothing wrong with playing this type of game and having fun with it and RPing the fuck out with some people. Especially if you're playing on the weekend where you actually have 10,000 concurrent players. This game is not dead, okay? It's very hard to actually play a game like this because of the still server-side issues and still the server-side performance. Yes, they got some new programmers, animation designers, and a few other things. But it still doesn't root the same issue that has been plaguing Conan Exiles since the beginning. Server performance. Server performance, as you can see, is still about the same from what it was about a few months ago. So, I mean, it hasn't really improved. It's only just, it's less pronounced because there's less people, from my experience, from the server that I was on. There were still hangs, and there were still thrall lag, and there were still jutters, especially with the amount of stuff that's probably on that server, since I wasn't able to explore it. But still, with the amount of stutters and stuff, because of my personal experience with Conan Exiles, they're still running a single-threaded VM performance with G-Portal in order for this. So again, my best option for you, because you are a Conan Exiles person or something like that, is still a private server, because private servers have better hardware and better performance. Pretty much the last time that I was talking about server performance stuff is that it was 8700K or something like that. I would say that it's now maybe the 9500K. I can't really say. It's mainly single thread performance, especially when it comes to the server side end. So when they were saying that they fixed a lot of things, I always take it with a grain of salt because they leave it on test live. It is not on the main game. So because these fixes, like let's say flawless kitchen, shield epic, not craftable with thralls, fixed internally. Navigating the field GUI with controller isn't working as intended, fixed internally. Crafting multiplier is not working as intended in development. XP is not being awarded when crafting items and building pieces. They say they patched it on test live and they fixed it internally. So I mean, most of this stuff is like locked away from fixed internally or something like that in those regards. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that are on this TLDR in development list, but when you have something that is in different ways that has not been fixed. Same thing with the Thrall and AI improvements. So, again, they have not fixed the Thrall AI improvements because what happens is that the overall mapping of the whole map of Conan Exiles is passed for each individual Thrall. And then whenever you place something, that Thrall now needs to have a new pathing structure. So that's why whenever somebody destroys a good portion of bases that is in Conan Exiles, it still has a huge lag spike because of the single-threaded performance as well as all the mapping that is done for all the building architecture as well as the thrall mapping placements. So, they said that they had general purge improvements and they were talking about it. It's mainly probably been in test live and they are saying that it's in development. Purge has been a big selling point for a lot of people, and it's still broken in most ways. Purge meter is behaving weirdly, won't increase on a player actively. They said they fixed it internally. Human Purge NPCs are naked when attacking. That's kind of funny. So you have a bunch of naked men attacking you, fixed internally, and patched on test live. Sorted performance issues, they are saying that it's pretty much in development, because, again, they finally were able to get to it after a certain amount of time. There's been a lot of leeway to them now because it's been a game that's been in development. It's to be expected that this is still going to be buggy for even probably a few more months down the line until they actually put, like, test live patches. But, again, this is just reviewing the game after seeing it, again, from a light and just being like, dude, this is a game that's been out there for a while. If you like this and you really want to enjoy the RP sense, just play on a private server because official servers are still terrible. They still really don't know like everything when they're trying to experience these kind of issues. And as a final note, they don't show a lot of what can be done because I mean it's how long has the game been out for and we're still having like a laundry list of patch issues. Like I'm still seeing something that's probably 3 to 4 pages of just patch notes just for test live in itself, because they just have not done it. But at the same time, it's also good that they're actually still keeping on to this game, because the game has not died yet because of the Steam charts. There's still going to be a loyal fan base. There's still going to be active people. This is just from Steam. It's not PS4 and Xbox, but PS4 there's hard issues when it comes to crashes. And I don't know on how it would be on console itself, even though I do have it. I just did most of my testing on PC. If you guys like this stuff, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, because honestly, it needed to have a actual checkup, because there's actually people that still play this game, and people still actually have fun with this game. And I kind of wanted to do this to my hardcore fans that have actually still played Conan Exiles, still would like to know the state of Conan Exiles, still know about my feelings about Conan Exiles, and my personal viewpoints about Conan Exiles. So again, if you guys like this, comment down below. If you really like this, become a Patreon. But have a good one, guys.